His name is Mr. Doddson, and he's capturing the hearts and minds of people everywhere. But who is he? Where is he? And we even have to ask, when is he? Several months ago, scientists began receiving packets of data, which they describe as much like Wi-Fi, but on an interplanetary level.
Well, are you familiar at all with the concept of Wi-Fi?
Of course.
Well, it's like that, only on an interplanetary level.
The data, as it turns out, are video and audio recordings and apparent broadcasts from a location far outside our normal ranges of communication. Many of these recordings feature Mr. Doddson, a creature of currently unknown origin who appears to speak the English language.
The silent whisper of creation that falls on the deaf ears of the masses.
The transmissions seem to be a mix of recordings that were intentionally made by Mr. Doddson, but many more of which were seemingly captured by a series of security system cameras on board the spacecraft from which many of these recordings seem to originate.
Oh.
Why can't I ever find a weather forecast when I need one?
The challenge facing scientists is making sense of what we're seeing. The video and audio recordings seem to be coming into us in a non-chronological way, suggesting that there is some kind of time warping going on.
Personally, I would like to suggest that there is some sort of time warping going on, eh?
Despite the erratic sequence of what we are receiving, we're beginning to piece together a story that researchers of many fields are watching with great interest. How many fields would you say you've researched?
Many.
And how would you describe your level of interest in watching the Doddson transmissions?
Great.
Now listen carefully, Molly.
Yes, sir, Mr. Doddson.
The broadcasts and recordings are being routed through various channels of social media here on Earth, and to be able to follow the full story and all the latest transmissions, you'll need to follow them all. There's even an audio and video podcast, ingeniously titled The Doddcast, to which you'll want to immediately subscribe.
Welcome to the Doddcast, ladies and gentlemen, a video version. Well, we will be taking your comments live, of course.
We've provided links below this video for your convenience. If your friends and family aren't yet talking about Mr. Doddson, it will only be a matter of time. We highly recommend you bring yourself up to speed on all things Doddson so you don't become a social outcast. We'll continue to bring you details as the story develops.
There are so many ways I could address that question.